Hey guys, this is Ned from Grand Rapids Rock Alternative 97.9 WGRD. I am hanging out here November 5th, biggest day in Grand Rapids history in my opinion. We are over here at the DeltaPlex for the Share The Welt Tour featuring Five Finger Death Punch, All That Remains, and the one and only Hatebreed. And right now we're sitting with the lead vocalist of Hatebreed, and that is Jamey Jasta. How are things going, man?
What's up? Good, very good. No complaints.
I will admit, this is the second tour bus I've been on today, and I'm like, damn it, man. You got what?
This is a nice one, yeah.
It's badass.
This one's cool. The lounge is cool. We got TVs on both sides so you can see that we got a shower in back. Yeah, we lucked out with this one.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we'll throw right into it. Now, just gonna basically, what about the band? You guys have been around for a while. Why the name Hatebreed?
Well, we started in '94. We're all big Misfits fans, and they had a song called Hatebreeders, which we covered on our cover album. And we said, you know what, let's take off the ERS. It sounds hard. It kind of fits the sound, and what we're trying to do is use negativity that we had in our life and turn it into a positive. So
yeah,
it fits.
Letting it all out right there.
Yes.
It's like, this is the way we're going to do it. Kind of thing.
Totally. People always, use the word hate in bad ways, but this is like deconstructionism almost, where you take the term back and you use it for good. So
true. I've been to a couple of Hatebreed shows, mind you. Now I've seen you guys with Killswitch Engage before,
okay.
And I'll tell you, when I'm in a mosh pit with you guys, I just can't move afterwards. So
yeah, it's a beating.
Oh yeah, seeing you and with fan reaction. I mean, how do you guys? How do you go with the fan reaction? I mean, seeing everyone just kind of go out and destroy everything, literally. How do you feel about that?
It's great. I mean, we always feed off the vibe, and we have the best fans in the world, and probably the most energetic of any other band. And it's awesome. And that's why we took this tour, was to, you got 3 headliners on one bill, and we haven't played some of these big arena type shows since probably 04, 05 with Slipknot or with Slayer, and this is a great way for us to get on shows that are being presented by radio stations like yourself, and we're getting tons of new fans. I mean, our web guy told us today that we're getting upwards of 1,500 new likes a day on our Facebook. So, I mean, it just goes to show that branching out a little bit and doing a more kind of modern rock tour like this that is metal, hardcore, and modern rock all in one is really cool.
It's all about digital, isn't it?
Well, it's cool to see that you're gaining fans, because you never want to do a tour and feel like you're just on this lateral plane. For us, it's always been about building and building. And coming from the hardcore scene, we've gone all over the world with, very little support from a label or from, it's always been pretty much DIY.
Yeah.
So this is like, we're constantly reinventing ourselves, and this is like going back to the roots where, we're out here on a record that is, 2 years old now, and we're promoting it by the old-fashioned way, by just touring.
And just knowing that all those songs that you have, everyone knows them. Everyone kind of knows them by now, which is awesome.
It's sunken in. It's good to see that from the last album, even though it didn't get the I guess the critical acclaim or the push that we felt like it deserved. It's great to see that the kids react, and that's the most you can ask for.
Good call, man. In regards to Hatebreed again, I mean, how did you guys even get together? I mean, like, you got the band name, you got everything. You guys have been going for a while. How did it all start?
We had old bands that we were jamming together, and we were playing shows together, and they just kind of fizzled out or, didn't work out for whatever reasons, and we just got Hatebreed together out of the, want to do something really super heavy, and that was it. I mean, all we're doing is emulating the bands that we loved growing up. I mean, that's still basically what we're doing. I mean, we've been professional and touring and been a career band now for, I would say, since around '98. So, and we're still just, Slayer, Bolt Thrower, Madball, Agnostic Front, Cro-Mags, Entombed fans. So the next record will sound like that. So
good stuff. Well, in that case, what inspired you? I mean, like, what kind of music do you listen to that keeps you emulating these bands?
Well, lyrically, it's different. I mean, musically, I bring those bands up because that's kind of like what we listen to. I mean, Frank and Chris like the same style of music. I like a little bit more some of the newer bands, but I also, you know, like I like Slipknot. I mean, that's a newer band.
Yeah.
I mean, they're an old band, but they're newer to, you know, to us because we were together before they were. But I like, you know, like Slipknot. I like Five Finger Death Punch. I like Killswitch Engage. But lyrically, I mean, every record's different. This last Hatebreed self-titled, I just made every song about something kind of different than I'm used to. I mean, there's songs about relationships. There's songs about, you know, weird random stuff. I wrote a song about someone being in a coma. I mean, there's like just different, you know, things that, I mean, there's still the uplifting, empowering kind of stuff that I did on Supremacy, but and on Rise of Brutality, but it's just different stuff.
Yeah. So we're expecting a song like writing about kittens at one point, but
yeah,
it's gotta be,
well, people were like, when we were coming out with the record, people were like, oh, you wrote a song about your relationship. Well, the song's called "As Damaged as Me," and the lyrics say we were destined to fuck each other over. So I mean, it's not really a love song.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, yeah, eat this. Good call. Is there stuff that you kind of listen to as well, because you guys are really heavy driving, you know? Is there stuff that you kind of listen to that kind of, you know, I gotta mellow out, sit back, and drink a beer, whatever, you know?
I listen to a lot of classic rock. You know, I like Deep Purple and Blue Oyster Cult and, you know, The Nuge and Kiss and ELO and Boston. I mean, we jam up here where it's pretty much all classic rock, especially anything from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
We call that Hatebreed After Dark, which is, you know, last night there was some real, I mean, Frank gets pretty crazy. He'll play like Bryan Adams and like Rick Springfield, and he knows all the words to like Devo, and you know,
just sitting in the back of the
yeah,
bus.
he has some eclectic taste. So yeah, definitely.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna like break out like you gonna do a cover song of that, but actually?
Well, we joke. We go For the Lions too. Like if something comes on and you know, like the other night we were listening to who was it? It was. I want to say it was like Skinner or somebody, like, give me back my bullets. And we're like, For the Lions, too, we'll put it on there. But I don't know. We'll keep the Hatebreed covers to punk and hardcore and metal.
All right, yeah. Good stuff.
Although I did do The Gambler with Brian Posehn. If anybody knows the comedian Brian Posehn, check out his album. I did a version of Kenny Rogers, The Gambler.
That's awesome. All right, well, I got a couple more questions for you,
sure.
man. You know, being that you guys have been on the road since '98, I've been a band since '98. There has to be something crazy that has gone on, like, you know, that you jumped off the tour bus and then you jumped into a pool of acid. I mean, this is crazy.
Well, we've been a band since '94. I say we've been professional since '98, just because the first album came out in the end of '97, and we all never looked back since then. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely we've destroyed tour buses, hotel rooms, blown, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars partying, which probably shouldn't have done. I probably should have just put it in a college fund for my daughter, but you know, you live and you learn. I do have a college fund now for her, so.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we've had like interband fight club where we all fought each other till blood was drawn. I mean, that's part of the reason why Frank's the only one who really parties hard anymore. But he's only been in the band since '06, so.
Yeah. So in the words of
he'd never been punched in the face. Actually, Wayne punched him in the face a couple times. They had a fight, which we had that on video. We'll probably put that on the DVD. Next DVD.
I like that idea.
But yeah, you know, we've had our share of craziness.
Yeah.
And now we're trying to be more mature.
Okay.
You know, so.
Yeah, you gotta.
Frank just turned 40, so you know.
Yeah, there's a point where you guys hit the plateau.
Yeah.
All right. In the words of Death Clock, brutal.
Yeah.
So, last one I got for you. If Hatebreed, you guys, like I said, been around for a while. If there's one band that you could co-headline a tour with, maybe even this tour, you know, even if, is there a band out there that you say it would just be amazing to play with those guys?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, to co-headline, you know, we've been trying to do something with Suicidal Tendencies for years, and just the schedule's never matched up. But I would love to do that for sure.
Maybe Boston or Kiss or something like that too. You know what I'm saying?
We did support Kiss. We were direct support for Kiss in Belgium for 50,000 people, and that
man.
was incredible.
Oh,
and they let us use all our gear and everything. They were really cool to us, and we got to meet them and hang backstage in their little area there. And
that's cool.
Saw Doc McGee, and it was cool. But actually, for next year, I've been thinking about who we could go out with, and it'd be cool to go out with As They Lay Dying. It'd be cool to go out with Killswitch once they become active again. Everybody always likes Hatebreed, Lamb of God. You can't really go wrong with that bill. We're rumored to do some stuff, not in America, but we're rumored to do some stuff with them.
Yeah.
And also, we've been talking about trying to hook up with Hell Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
that's I think that would work. Now that we proved that this could work with All That Remains and Five Finger Death Punch, I definitely think it could go really well with Hell Yeah. Or Mudvayne, or, somebody it'd even be cool to just try to, branch out and do something even different. I'd like to go out with, we did a bill with Cannibal Corpse in the end of '09, and I thought that was really cool. So, it might be cool to try to, go out with, Morbid Angel or somebody.
Yeah, Cannibal Corpse is coming back, too.
I heard. I love the last two records.
Oh, good stuff.
And, they just keep doing good stuff, so...
All right. Well, in that case, I got one last question.
Right.
What's next for Hatebreed? I mean, I know you got solo album right here. Even
solo album.
What have you got going for you next?
Well, now that that's out of my system and that I did the Mayhem Fest with Kingdom of Sorrow, there's no other projects planned. We're just going to get this new Hatebreed record out, start the world tour next year, and that's it. There's no other projects really in the works. I mean, I'm still working on my books, but it's been delay after delay, and got to get a new Hatebreed record out now that the self-title's been out for 2 years. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, no other projects planned. Just, 2012 new Hatebreed record and a huge world tour. We're going to Australia. I mean, we're going everywhere. It's going to be announced soon. I think Australia is already announced. That's with System of a Down and Slipknot. But everywhere else is going to start getting announced soon.
I like this idea.
Hellfest in France, and something else got announced, too. I want to say... Bloodstock in the UK, which is us and Dimmu Borgir and a bunch of other extreme bands.
That's some heavy shit.
Yeah.
I'll say, definitely, man. Well, again, thank you very much, Jamey. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And be sure to look out for Jamey Jasta's new solo album. Don't miss out on that. And I'm Ned from Grand Rapids Rock Alternative 97.9 GRD.